In this video, we will review setting up serial pass-through to a Hitachi SC120R camera in order to use the Hitachi GUI to control the camera going through a TCP connection to the SLA1500. So I've got my SLA1500 here. Its IP address is 192.168.1.113, and here's my Hitachi camera with live video. I'll connect Panel Plus and go through the configuration steps. Sometimes different versions of Panel Plus have different configuration menus. Older versions, there's a comms tab here on the right. In our latest 224 release, it's under configure serial ports. So this one's already set up. I got serial port 2 is the port connected to the Hitachi camera on the SLA1500. I've set it up for TCP pass-through, 4800 baud, 8 data bit, 1 stop bit, even parity. That's a little bit different than most for the Hitachi camera. And the inbound port on the SLA1500 is going to be port 4000. So I'll be talking to 192.168.1.113 port 4000. And I don't have to set a destination because I'm using TCP pass-through, and this will automatically respond to the sending port. So at this point I hit save, and it may ask you to save settings for later, but I'll go ahead and go parameters, save to board, and I'll reset board. These parameters are only changed on power up, so I need to reset the board. And I'll go ahead and pause the video until the board comes back up. Okay, so at this point my board has powered back up and I have live video, and I should have my serial pass-through configure serial ports. It's always good to go back and check and make sure everything went fine. And here's my settings are still in there. And now I will run hardware virtual serial port. And I put in IP address 192.168.1.113, port 4000. And it's important when you first run hardware virtual serial port to go to the settings and disable this NVT. That can actually swallow some complicated commands with the high bit set. And I'll go ahead and create COM. And I just chose COM5 because there's no real COM5 on my PC. And it should say creating, and then it should say connected. If this connected ever says error, that means there's something wrong with your setup in the parameters on the 1500 side. This should always say created. Now I'm going to run the Hitachi GUI and bring this over here. And this is version 454. I'm not sure if that matters. The important thing is you go to Setup, Serial Port, select COM5, 4800 even, which are the defaults for the camera as far as I've known for the last couple years. Hit OK, and now we're going to go over here and connect. And it goes yellow, and it really kind of looks like nothing's happening. But if you come back and bring up the hardware virtual serial port and look at these counters, these are showing that there's data passing through between the two. So it looks like the GUI is reading all the parameters out of the camera. And at some point it says everything's fine, and then you can actually go and control the camera. And that should be all you need to get it set up. So if we go back to here, not sure how well this is going to work. Now we can see we can zoom it, telephoto, and wide.